Happy Friday, everyone. Petal, thank you so much for redeeming first. And for that 12-month resub, a whole year of subscribing. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for that support for a whole year. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Thank you so much for that. You never need to do that, but I do really appreciate it. We're gonna do some hype in chat for Petal for a whole year. And thank you for contributing to the crafting stream challenge. We are like so close with that one. We only need 330 more channel points and we will have the crafting challenge done. And Rainbow has done it. Rainbow pushed us over the edge. Thank you, Rainbow, for contributing to that and for completing the community challenge. So I will schedule a crafting stream. I have some things in mind for what I want to do, and I'm excited for that. So I will get that scheduled, and I'll probably make like an event in the Discord so that we can kind of be prepared for that. But thank you so much for contributing. How is everybody? How has everyone's week been? I have not been here this week except now. It's been a really busy week. A lot of things going on that were just like a little out of the ordinary. And I feel bad because I have to make today a short stream because I have like I have to be off at 1 p.m. Eastern time today to go pick up my son from school. So I need to, I've got my wrong earbuds on. Let me take those off. This is how, I had planned on going live a little bit early, but I was waiting for my groceries to be ready to be picked up because we're not going to be home tomorrow to pick up groceries. And I figured I wanted them just done and picked up before tomorrow, before like everything that's going to happen this weekend happens, because then I'm not going to have to worry about it. So I was like waiting. I'm like, okay, come on, groceries, be ready, because I kind of wanted to go live early. I didn't end up getting to go live early. I literally like put the cold things away and then like ran up here to start stream because I wanted to start stream. But it's been a lot this week. So last weekend, my kids had like their big league meet for swim and dive. And like Friday night was diving, and then Saturday morning was the boys, and then Saturday afternoon was the girls. And so I was there Saturday morning, and my son swam, and it was a really fun meet. Our boys did really well. They actually won the league meet by a lot. And so that was really exciting. And my son swam really well. He scored points for his team. My daughter is the coach. A coach. She's an assistant swim coach, and she's the diving coach. Her diver, one of her girl divers, won the league meet Friday night. So that was really exciting. So lots of exciting things happened. But what it meant was that, so my daughter, because she's the coach, she had divers qualify for this big state meet that's happening this weekend. So she had two of her divers qualify for that. So she has to go tonight to coach. And then my son got selected to be an alternate for the relay teams that qualified for the swimming portion. So he has to go and be there tomorrow. And where we're going, it's about an hour and a half away. And yeah, so basically what's happening is, and the diving warm-up tonight starts at 3:45, so my daughter has to be there by 3:45. So basically what's happening is I am picking my son up from school at 1, and then we're gonna come home, make sure we've got all of our stuff in the bags. All of our bags are packed and ready to go. We just need to like get them, throw them in the car, and then we're gonna head down there. We got a hotel room, so we're spending the night down there. And then in the morning, he'll be part of the swim meet. I don't know that he'll get to actually swim, but he's friends with like all of the kids that qualified. So he's gonna get to hang out with his friends at the very least and support them. And so yeah, so that's what we're doing this weekend. It will be a long weekend and I will be pretty tired, but it'll be good for both of them. This is the second time my daughter's gotten to bring a diver to this meet. She brought one last year, but this year she's bringing two, and they're 6th graders. So middle school is 6th through 8th grade. So both of these kids are 6th graders that she's bringing. So that's been really exciting for her. The diver she brought last year was an 8th grader who is like a former gymnast. So she had a lot of like the skills already going into it. But this year, these are 2 6th graders that she had never been on a diving board when she got a hold of them. I guess it's been about a year that she's been working with both of these kids. So it's really exciting. So that's, yeah. And then the week has just been a lot of like preparations for all of that stuff and appointments and that sort of thing. So it's just been kind of a crazy, chaotic week. Next week will be a little bit calmer though. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Both of them. How are you feeling, Rainbow? And how is your oldest? Are you guys still like, you know how like when you're sick, you kind of have that like downward dip and then you start to come up? Are you still kind of in the downward swing, or are you starting to kind of come up out of it? Blah, I'm so sorry. Ugh, I'm gonna send you some love, because COVID is no joke. It's no fun at all. But I'm glad that you're here and able to hang out. I appreciate it. But if you start to feel crummy and you need to go lay down and rest, go lay down and rest. Don't feel like you have to stick around and hang out by any stretch of the imagination. You think so? You had some tea this morning, so you feel okay right now. The oldest is faring better than you. Well, I know as like a parent too, I always want them to do better than me. So if like I have to take the brunt of it, I'm always like, okay, I can take the brunt of it, because it's for you know, I want my kids to do better. But I'm glad that you're feeling okay right now. And like I said, if you need to go, by all means, go and take care of yourself and rest, and hopefully by the time the weekend is over, you are all feeling a lot better. Okay, though, but today, I feel like I'm talking really fast, so I apologize if I'm talking really fast. It's because I don't have a lot of time, so it's like, good. Ooh, blood sugar is quite high because of the tea. 122 fasting blood sugar, so, oh, that's, yeah. Well, hopefully that can come down. That's not too bad. 122 is a little bit high, but it definitely, so yeah, keep an eye on that. But yeah, I know it's like a balance, right? Like, I feel better, but yeah. Yeah, no, I know it's supposed to, but if you had tea before you took it, or is that what it was before you had the tea? Because if you had the tea, you weren't fasting. Fasting is nothing but water. Oh, you had the tea after. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit high. But keep an eye on that. Sorry, I'm like sniffly at the moment. Okay, let me explain what we're gonna do today. So originally I had planned to play Dreamlight Valley, but so way back ages ago, do you remember like the roller coaster tycoon games? And they had a whole bunch of different tycoon games, and one of them was Zoo Tycoon. And I loved Zoo Tycoon. This was like one of my favorite games. I also liked Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot too. I had a lot of fun playing those games. Well, I had seen like some people playing Planet Zoo, and I had added it to my wish list on Steam, and I got a notification that it was like really on sale. Like I think the base game was on sale for like $13 this week. And so I decided I was gonna get it. And I hadn't originally planned to really play it on stream, but didn't have a chance to play it like at all this week with everything that's been going on. And I've kind of been itching to play it. So I thought that we could peek at Planet Zoo and build a zoo, because you know, animals and stuff, they're cute. I thought we could try to like see what this game is about today. Because I've been itching to play it, and I like trying new games with you all. I saw that, Rainbow. Thank you for posting it. I'll have to take a look at it. I've been using Family Echo, which I actually used ages and ages ago for Sims family trees, but it's like meant for like actual families and real people. So you have to like make some modifications to it for your own like Sim stuff. But yeah, I will peek at that and take a look at it. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Happy Friday! Hey Tuts, how are you doing? How are you feeling, by the way? Looks like you can only have one family tree with the free version. Okay. I'll have to peek at it and see. If it's like a really good game, it might be worth. Like, how much is there, like a subscription, or is it like a Patreon? Like, how does like the pay version of it work? Because sometimes that can be worth it if it's just like a little bit. But yeah, so okay, today, like I said, Family Zoo. Planet Zoo. You're still half blind and you think you might be getting a migraine, but other than that, you're okay. Starry, you're still dealing with the sight issues, and I hope that you're not getting a migraine. Is there anything you can do to kind of like circumvent that? Did they find anything from the test that they ran? Do you have any like, this is where we're gonna go next? Subscription. SimSab did quite a detailed review of it on our YouTube. Okay, I'll peek at that a little bit later. Probably not today, because like I said, I'm gonna stream and then we're like hitting the road. So I probably won't get a chance to look at it today. But let's come over here. Okay, I don't know where my camera needs to be, and I put it up here in this corner so I don't dox myself, because it shows my my Steam ID up here, and my Steam ID is like has my last name in it, so I covered it up with my face. But yeah, so we're gonna peek at Planet Zoo. We're gonna see what this is all about. Oh, let me turn the sound on. I had turned the sound off because it was like coming through. All right, can you hear music for the game? And is it too loud? Or is it okay? You can hear it. Is it good? Is the volume okay? It seems okay. All right. Yeah, let me know if it's like gets too loud or too quiet or something, and I can make adjustments. Okay, so all I did was make my avatar, which admittedly looks a little weird. But I'm excited to give this a try. I'm not even I logged in and I was like, all right, I'm not sure what to do. This says first steps. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe this is the way to begin with the career. So I'm kind of like, I don't even know where to start. You took 2 Tylenol, 3 ibuprofen, a low dose of aspirin, and I hope you avoid it too. I hope you didn't take that like all at once. Or just like, I hope you spaced that out a little bit. But I hope that you can avoid it as well. Alright, but I think career could be the way to start. So this is progress through a career in zoo management. It also says first steps. And since I haven't played before, this might make the most sense. This one is franchise, so build zoos all around the world and trade your animals online. I don't think we want that. I really don't think we want timed. This says challenge. Build your zoos offline with a full economy and challenges. I think the career one is where we want to start. You took it all at once. Oh no. No, yeah, it isn't. Those are, because they're both NSAIDs. But if you took a low dose of aspirin. Okay, make sure, keep typing so we know you're okay, because that's a lot to take at once. Does it work for your migraine avoidance? I know caffeine can be good to like pull it up. Oh, and no, you've not gotten an actual diagnosis. Yeah, other than ocular migraine. Okay. Most of the time it does. Okay, well let's hope that it does this time. Alright, we're gonna let's build a zoo. And I'll move my camera around if I need to. Like right now I have it here because of, you know, names. Okay, this is career scenario, time scenario. I don't think I want to do a time scenario. I think maybe starting with the tutorial is not a bad idea. So stately home schooling Goodwin House. Okay. Renovated Goodwin House. Renovated and renamed after its purchase by Bernard Goodwin in the 1980s, Goodwin House has since become one of the most respected zoos in the country. More recently, it has undergone It has undergone a further renovation to update many of the habitats and facilities, but due to various issues, work hasn't quite been completed, which is where you come in. Okay, I'm gonna change this to easy difficulty because I've never played this before, and I don't want to do something like medium or hard difficulty when I'm trying to figure out a game. So let's do this. Alright, start new. I'm excited. I loved all of these games, like the Tycoon games, when they were out before. So I'm really excited to give this a try and see how it goes. I know I tried to play Planet Coaster way back when, but that I had a hard time with that game. So I'm hoping that this is a little bit better.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language.
Can you guys hear the voiceover?
It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie.
Okay.
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpet.
Yeah, Rainbow, feel free to doze off and lurk.
As you know, I own
I hope that you feel better.
But I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
Ooh, look at the lions.
But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So,
Look at
it's
the
up to you
elephants.
to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Oh, grizzly bear. Okay, so here is our objectives. For bronze, we have to explore the zoo. So we need to locate the grizzly bear habitat, enter the grizzly bear animal camera, and then locate the West African lion habitat, and then locate the empty habitat. Okay, so I'm guessing that based on... Okay, if I click and move, that's how I move the camera around. I've got to get used to, like, the... Ooh! I thought maybe it might be like The Sims. Like you could rotate like that. I know you can't.
Can hibernate for up to 7 months a year. Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
I wonder how I rotate. Oh, there we go.
And you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay, this is Mika, a grizzly bear.
All kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
Okay, so this is Mika, a female grizzly bear. Oh, you can apply or remove contraceptives. That's fun. She's got 99% animal welfare, so it looks like you've got to pay attention to like this stuff. She's 7.2 years old. Okay. Okay, do you think my camera being where it is like in a good spot? I think it is, because all you can't really see is the description of the scenario over here, which we've already like looked at, but you can see the the objectives. And then you can see this panel. Okay, I can also WASD move around. I may end up doing that. Gonna take a little bit to get used to the camera controls. Okay, activate the animal camera. Oh, look at that.
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Okay,
when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Can I like rotate around her? Oh, look at her. Look at how cute she is. What does this mean? Cinematic. Oh, we get both of them. Orbits. Okay. Just get me out of it. All right, that gets me out of it. All right, very good. Now we need to go find the lions. Okay, let's close this. We don't need to look at Mika anymore. Oh, okay, it's marked over here.
Panthera leo leo. All the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are
I
pretty
don't
rare.
see any lions.
As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
I don't actually see the lions. Where are the lions? Oh, there they are. Oh, there's a baby. There's a baby. Oh, and there's rocks in the way. Okay, these camera controls are gonna take some getting used to. Oh, the baby's name is Eliza. He's 6 months old. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, we're supposed to go find an empty habitat. I'd rather watch the lions. Oh, look at him. Okay, this is Madhu. And then Amina. Oh, they're so cute. Okay. I like the animals. They look really good. All right, locate the empty habitat. Is this it over here? Nope, that's like a... There's elephants. Wolves, it looks like. Okay, here's the empty habitat over here. I bet we're gonna get to pick an animal to put in. That'll be fun. Okay.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So
Oh,
I'd like you to
warthogs.
adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Okay, use the animal trading. Okay. I need to adjust something a second here. I have this in like windowed mode. But it's like cutting off my ability to actually see. So let me adjust that a second. Guess I need to go to full screen. Usually when I want full screen like windowed mode, but it's not gonna let me. So we're doing this. This'll be fine. This'll work. Okay, so use the animal trading menu to adopt warthogs. So we are gonna adopt 2 warthogs.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Can you imagine we end up with like buy a dozen elephants all at once? Okay, so we're gonna get, this is Lulu. The warthog. All right, so we will adopt her and send to zoo. Oh, do I get to like put her down? Delivery scheduled. Okay. And then this is Jazz. Ooh, Jazz's longevity doesn't seem all that good. Why is his like that I want? Okay, but let's adopt
When
him.
you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home? When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Okay, where is the trade center? That she marked it. Ooh. Bear with me while I like adjust myself to these like cameras. I'll try not to make anybody sick. I apologize if I do.
As you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat.
Oh, okay.
But I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall
I'm just clicking on
welfare
things at this point.
statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way,
Oh, here we go.
you'll
Here's our
know
warthogs.
exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Okay, so look, we've got warthogs.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Okay, Toots. Place a feeding and watering station. Okay, here's a small feeding trough. I don't know, where should we put this? Like, maybe over here? And then we need to add a water bowl. Let's put that maybe over here.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Okay, so we can place an enrichment toy. A mud bath. I kind of feel like we should put the mud bath like over by where the people are kind of gathering to watch them. Because I feel like that's something that people would like, yeah, Hakuna Matata, for sure. But I kind of feel like that might be something that people would enjoy, like watching them play in the mud. So maybe we'll put that like right there.
You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and what's-its all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat.
Oh.
It's over near the hippos.
Okay, so visiting player alerts. Do I have like random people showing up at my zoo? I didn't know you could. Okay, objectives. So we have set up the warthog habitat. Locate the highlighted area. Did we do everything we needed to do in the bronze? Oh no, we haven't. So we have to complete the ostrich habitat. Locate the oh, that's nice. Okay, it looks like there's like a little thing that will let you like kind of teleport over here. So I'm gonna assume that this is the ostrich habitat.
Before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
That's more like it. A
Pause
quick
time.
break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Okay, so we have to place a habitat gate, but it needs to be connected to the path. And it looks like it kind of wants us to put it like over here. So, habitat gate. All right, let's put it there.
Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches.
Oh, I just noticed that we weren't actually like complete here.
Using the brick barrier.
All right, so I think this is kind of teaching us a little bit like how to build. Which could either be like really good or really difficult. Let's go like this. Again, I apologize as I'm kind of like getting used to and adjusting to the control. If the camera angle gets a little like weird and wonky, I apologize for that.
Good work. Remember, before
okay, that's
place animals in any habitat.
Well, it's maybe not quite like flush with the side, but that's all right.
You've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
Okay, so we're gonna swap out for a glass. Okay, we've got glass. Let's see. I kind of want to like look at the way the zoo is laid out and see where it makes sense. It seems like this is like an exterior road. So I think that maybe we want to... Oh, maybe not here because the trees are in the way. What about like over here? It's kind of by the keepers, like the entrance gate. Or maybe this corner. What if we put it here? Can we put another one? Place a section with glass. Add. Did I do that right? How do I make this glass? Oh, you can make them straight or curved.
There we go.
Oh, we got it.
Adding
Okay.
in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to
Okay.
make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Okay, so we're gonna place a donation box, and I think we'll put it... Can we put it right? No, maybe it needs to go, like... here in the corner? Can I put it in this? Doesn't seem to want to let me put it, like, right in the corner. So maybe we'll go, like, right here.
Now, before we adopt our ostriches...
Because it's on the
click
path, at
play
least.
button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
Alright, unpause the game.
By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster.
We're not gonna
It can
maybe
be
speed
useful,
this up right
especially
now,
if you're
since I'm
waiting
still
for money to
figuring this out.
accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
What is that? Oh, it's like a sprinkler thing. Okay. And then this looks like a ball, maybe, for them to play with. All right, we get to adopt ostriches. I'm not particularly excited about ostriches, but, you know, we can adopt them. It looks like they have different types of appeal. So for some reason, Salama has more appeal than these others. I don't know. I wonder why. She's also more money. I wonder what it is about her that makes her more appealing than these other ostriches. I don't know. Okay, let's adopt her then. And we'll send her to the zoo. And she can go there. And then let's get Kiki and adopt him. Okay. And then Norbeast. I'm assuming at some point we get to actually name animals. I'm gonna assume. And then lastly, we have Zico.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item.
Oh!
It's often best
Oh,
to
look at
place
that!
things
There's
like
our
enrichments
ostrich!
and feeding stations
Oh,
near
that's
to the
fun.
habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Like, she showed up in a crate. So there is Salama, our newest addition, our ostrich. The animals look really good. Good morning, Cody. We are trying Planet Zoo today. It was like very, very on sale on Steam. And I always loved like Zoo Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon. And so I was like, I want to give this a try. You have this game? You love management games? Yeah, it's fun. I'm assuming you like it then. Okay, so let's add a feeding station. Although I suppose we need to like look and see like what kind of things these ostriches actually need. I'm gonna pause the game a second while I like look at this and figure this out. So Does this tell me terrain, environment, enrichment? Show all suitable enrichment toys for the common ostrich in this. You haven't played it. You got it at the same time you got Jurassic World. We have the Jurassic World games. Because my son really likes Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and everything. Yeah, we have the origin, like the first Jurassic World, and then we have, we have Jurassic World Evolution, and I think we have Jurassic World Evolution 2. I think we have both of them. And I have played those and really those were fun to play. But I hadn't ever played this one yet. So, okay, what I want to find out though is Zoopedia. Okay, this is what I want, because I want to know like what kind of like food stuff, like food management they need, what kind of like enrichment stuff are appropriate for ostriches. So let's see, natural habitat, species data. Because this was in Jurassic World Evolution. It would tell you like about how many of the different type of dinosaurs to be in each type of habitat. And if you had like too much or too little, it would like make them upset. And so I can see that this is kind of in there too. Like you want this many in the like in the habitat and what have you. So okay. And then research. We're not researching anything. Interspecies enrichment. Okay, I want to know what kind of like things to give them. This has got to be somewhere, right? Species data. Social needs, reproduction. I want to know about... I want to know how to feed them. They're not endangered. Natural habitat. Okay, we've got this. Okay, that tells us the type of boundary that they need. Biomes, grassland, desert. There's no particular water requirements. Species data. Group size. Okay. Life cycle. This isn't telling me how to feed them. Okay, food enrichments. There we go. Slow feeder and a forage box. So we want a slow feed. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was like trying to figure out is like how do I like what are the things that I need for them to be able to like what kind of like food feeder should I give them? So it looks like they need a slow feeder, and then there is a sprinkler in here and there is a ball in here. So that's good. You think you need to give them steaks? Here, let us give the ostriches steaks. Okay, slow feeder. This is what we need to give them. I think we'll put this, like maybe over here, and then it's kind of by the thing. Oh, I guess this has tags on it too. I guess I could click on that and it kind of tells me the different animals. You don't need a large food bowl. Okay, I'm guessing that we probably need a water trough. Okay, how do I rotate this though? I can move it. How do I rotate it? Okay, this is also for the ostrich. I can move the camera. How do I move the... just this, though? Because I kind of want this to not be on this, like, angle like this. There has to be a way to, like, place that better, right? Has to be. We're not, well, you know what? We're not going to worry about that right now. We'll put the water trough somewhere. Yeah, that's why it's annoying me too. Like, and I don't know how to like I can rotate the camera, but how do I rotate this thing? Do I hold like shit? Oh, whoa. Okay, shift raises and lowers it. Okay, what is, oh, control moves it that way. But I want to rotate. Rotate it. Tab? No. Okay, yeah, if you can look it up and figure that out, I would appreciate that. Because yeah, I want to be able to like, because I want to put it like maybe over by the wall, like up against the wall and have it like match things. Use Z. Oh, okay. Perfect. That was not clear. That's better. Okay. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. It's been so long since I've played Jurassic World that, like, I don't remember the controls for it at all. Let's put the water trough, though. I think I want to put it over kind of by their habitat, because I feel like they're gonna want, like, water, you know, kind of by their house. Seems like a good call to me. Okay. So let's rotate you like this. Back. And then lower you down. Okay, now that I'm getting a hang of the controls, it's not. Alright, let's put that there. You may still play anything with dinos too much. I enjoyed the game a lot. I don't have it installed on this PC though. We had it installed on the one downstairs. But I did enjoy it quite a bit. Okay, so we did those. What else do we have to do? Okay, and we added a feeding station. Add food enrichment. Wait, food enrichment? Okay, apparently this is not the same as a feeding station. What? Feeding station. Oh, apparently we need a large food bowl. That is the... Okay. That was not clear. Alright, let's put this... like here, I guess. Oh, we did it! We completed all of the bronze objectives!
Somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Okay, so this is giving us like a little rundown of our zoo.
Impressed. Did you do a speed camera?
So our most popular species is the lion.
Time we get an ostrich.
We are doing easy because
now
like
we've
figuring
made the
this out.
ostriches' lives a bit better. Let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals. so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Yes. Definitely good, because it's like you have like this like pressure of like people are watching you, and so you're like, okay, I can't mess this up. Yeah, I put it on easy too because I was like, I've never played this game and I don't want to like be struggling on stream while I'm trying to just like figure out the basic controls. And Toots has redeemed a not family friendly affirmation. So let me come over here and we will do a not family friendly affirmation. Thank you for that redemption, Toots. I appreciate it. All right, here we have our not family friendly affirmations. We're gonna mix them all up. And drop them all over the desk. Okay. So these don't want to be chosen, apparently. They're on the floor. We're gonna pick one of them that are left in the bag. Maybe I need to be a little less dramatic when trying to pick the not family affirmations. Okay, this not family friendly affirmation is just be yourself. If people don't like it, well, fuck them. I like that. Definitely something that like I have adapted more as I have gotten older, that just be yourself. And if people don't like it, fuck them. So that is our not family friendly affirmation. Now, I like that one. That's a good one. Need that on like a t-shirt, I think. All right, back to Planet Zoo. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. Thank you, Toots. I think we all needed that one for sure. Okay, so we are building a keeper's hut. And she said something about it being by... Is there like a place to look at what the dialogue was? Replay I don't want to replay all the dialogue. I just want to look at like the most... She said it needed to be near something. That's why people are 100% sure in real life that you're weird. Hey, weird is not a bad thing, I don't think. You feel, once you feed the oldest, you're gonna lay down and just... That sounds good, Rainbow. Don't feel like you need to like stay here and chat. I completely get it and understand. So you take care of yourself 100%. The same, the older I get, the people that don't like me and... Yeah, yep, exactly. Okay. So let's go to our facilities menu. We need a keeper's hut. We have the classic keeper's hut, small.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Okay, thank you for that. Or we have this one. Oh, I can't remember where she told us we needed to place this. Maybe we're gonna have to replay the I don't want to replay the dialogue.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Okay, I know that.
You'll need to rotate
No, I
the
want
keeper
before.
hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Oh, here we go. This is where we're supposed to put it. Got it. I was like, I don't remember where she told me I was supposed to put this. Let's do the small one because I think it's cuter than the other one. And we learned that Z rotates. Okay, Z will rotate there like this, but I think I want you to be like a little closer. Like here maybe? Outside placement area. Oh, I have to... It's like, no, you have to put it inside this box that we told you to put it in.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness. Negatively. In case that wasn't clear.
Okay,
Something
so
that all facilities,
apparently
shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
I remember the need for power in like the Jurassic World games. And one of the scenarios was like you were building on an island where there was like a whole bunch of storms and the power kept going out constantly and it was like so hard. You saw a meme that said coffee spelled backwards is e-fuck. Meaning I'll have my coffee and I don't give a fuck. I love that. In fact, you prefer less people like you. The better I am, people annoy me. I don't want them coming to my house or asking me to go anywhere with them. Yeah, I get that. Like,
Now, the
it
reason
depends
everything's
on
gone
the
blue
people.
is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
Okay, so we need to place our transformer.
Lovely work.
And
Now the
then
keepers can start
we
using
turn that.
the hut
Okay.
to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos.
Very good.
Let's get on to
You
your
wanna
next
go away,
objective
Matt?
then. Bengal tigers.
Ooh,
We want to
tigers!
adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
I'm excited. I like tigers. Your mother-in-law has an open door policy and she loves it. People pop into her house all day, every day. That would give me so much anxiety. If people showing up at my house uninvited and unexpected freaks me out. Like, I don't want people I don't know, like, showing up at my house. It makes me really uncomfortable. You've had so many real-life people who've just... Yeah, no, I feel that, Toots. You just need to move out of Missouri. Yeah. And a lot of people, she loves getting up and offering food to talk to them. You watch her and you're exhausted. I mean, like, good for people like that, right? Like, we need all kinds of people in the world, but that's not me. Like, I want my kids, like, friends and, like, to feel like they have a place here, and that they, you know, are always welcome, because I want them, you know, with some of them, if they feel like they can't, like, they need a place that they feel safe, like, I'm fine with that, but I don't want just, like, a bunch of random people showing up.
And concrete and glass, I expect. So, go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Okay, we are going to build...
And make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Alright, we are going to be building a tiger habitat, so that's kind of exciting. Your hubby's whole family lives a 5-block radius and they go to places your mother-in-law's house. I'd be like, that's fine as long as it's not my house. You live next door to her, and at the start they tried and you would shut the door. We came for coffee. No, you didn't shut... Ooh, yeah, that would be... I wouldn't like that either. Like, this is not the house that you go to. It's that house over there. You can go over there. That's fine. And when we want to come and interact, we will come interact with you. But, like, don't just show up at my house. I don't think I would like that. Alright, so we're gonna build a tiger habitat. So this is exciting. We probably don't want it to be climbable. What about this, the concrete one? I don't know what would look better. We've got red brick and we've got concrete. So what if we put, let's see what the concrete looks like. I don't know if we'll like it or not. But I also don't know that I like the red brick either. What's around? Okay, around looks more concretey. I mean, we did do the red brick for the ostriches, but that was already started. But I think the rest of it looks more like the concrete. So I think let's do that one. Although this one's red brick too. That one is like wood slats. Maybe red brick is like the vibe of this zoo, so we need to go with red brick. That one's just like all glass. Oh, we're on an ad break. All right, I'm gonna pause gameplay. Totally missed that the ad was going off. Let's do a tater hunt. Oh, I increased the amount of taters that you can put into the tater hunt to 2,000. So feel free to join in the tater hunt while the ad plays. And we'll just kind of pause our gameplay while the ad goes. Totally missed that the ad was going. I apologize. Cody probably isn't getting an ad though, because Cody doesn't seem to get ads, which is amazing. Okay, ad break is over. I apologize for anybody who got caught in that ad break. I missed that it was coming. It didn't like notify me in advance or give me a chance to snooze. I just looked over and saw we were in an ad break. So I apologize for that. We are building a tiger habitat. And I was just kind of like cruising around the zoo to kind of look at what the other habitats are using for their exterior like walls and enclosures, just so we can maybe potentially like keep the same vibe. And it kind of looks like brick is the way to go. So we're gonna undo this that we just put there and switch to the brick, I think. And we will put this here. I don't know that I necessarily like this like blue glowing bit around the edge. It makes it kind of hard for me to see the boundary. Let's put here and connect like that. There we go. That works. Then we'll go around this way. So Cody, because I know you said you've got Jurassic World Evolution. It's been a little while since I've played it, but like how have you been, do you like to do like the scenarios, or do you like to do just like a sandbox, open build, just kind of do whatever you feel like? Like what's your style with that kind of, with this kind of game? I personally like to do the scenarios because I like to have like goals and objectives. And if I don't have goals and objectives, I tend to get a little bit lost and not know like what to do next. But some people really like the open world, like sandboxy stuff. It's just for me, I struggle and I don't know what to do next. You like to do both. Depends on the day, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. I just tend to like get overwhelmed without like a set goal. Okay, we've enclosed our tiger enclosure. What is this? That looks like is that a transformer? Okay, that's a power facility, a transformer. All right. And then The daughter is in here. Oh, Rasand is here. We could turn him on. There's Rasand. Congrats to everybody who won the tater hunt. You like the scenarios and working on an objectives because when you complete objectives, you get dopamine. Yeah, exactly. I like having goals. It's like having lists. You like your sandbox when you're not feeling okay because all you want to do is make stuff pretty and look at the dinos. That's fair too. And not have any like, so yeah, because sometimes you just like want it to be exactly how you want it to be and not worry about like anything else. But then sometimes it's like, I need goals. I need objectives in order to like appeal to things. All right. So I kind of think that since it looks like a lot of our facilities are over here, that we want to put a door. Maybe we'll put the door like right here so that the keepers can access it.
Very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode.
Okay, but I don't have any place for people to see the tigers.
Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Okay, drag this widget to select the... Oh, do I have to... I have to do this, apparently. Oh, no! I didn't want to delete stuff. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, before we do this though, like we need to be able to have it so people can see the tigers. So that's like a thing. Oh, him? Yeah, we can switch over. There he is. He looks so thrilled. There's Rasand. He's joined us.
Can't help it.
He can't help it. He can't help the cute. Okay, I want to make, I think this whole wall glass. I think that would be fun. Ooh, there we go. I also, like, should we make, what if we just did all, like, the 3 walls glass? They're tigers. Tigers are cool. They're like one of my favorites. And I feel like people want to see tigers. Yeah, I have a lot of money. This is like the introductory scenario. So like it's just teaching you how to play the game. So you get to start with like lots of money. Yeah. All right. I kind of like the idea of it being all glass. You got the best apples, cosmic apples. They're so sweet. I don't know if I've ever had cosmic apples. Oh, here we go. We're raising it. We're raising it. How high do we have to make this? About 5 meters. That seems like tiger would not be able to jump out of that. Does that count? I think a dinosaur could jump. It does. It's very very Jurassic World evolution. That boundary to oh wait, we made it too high. Oops. It says 3.7. The oldest has decided to be a butt. Decided to be nasty. So you're up until he finishes eating and he lays down because he's just, I'm sorry, Rainbow. Oh wait, we didn't make all of it that high. Maybe that was part of the problem. Oh wait, undo. How do I... This is gonna take some adjusting to get this right. But welcome back. I'm sorry that you are having some issues there. Okay, we need to make this 3.7 is what it says. 3.7.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Okay, let's fix this. We made it too high, so we're gonna bring it back down to the right height. But welcome back. I'm sorry that you you didn't get to like rest the way that you wanted to. That is frustrating. Did that even work? No, that didn't even work. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna fuss with it. It's fine. And because you won't let him have the tablet when he eats, you raised your, oh dear, I'm sorry. That's, and when nobody's feeling well either, that just makes it that much harder because like you're not feeling well, he's not feeling well, and yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, add a donation box. Let's put that right here, I think, on the corner.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate's in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
He's like this even when he's perfectly, how old is he? Because like a preteen, teen boys can definitely be a challenge. And oh yeah, so he's kind of going into like that preteen age. That's rough. But they would be really good juicing apples. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had cosmic apples. I like Honeycrisp apples. I got grapes when I picked up groceries today because the boy likes to have them with sometimes for snacks, and so we're gonna like try to bring some snacks with us over to the for the meat for like having in the hotel because he's 13 and is a bottomless pit. He's also ADHD, OD. Oh, okay, yeah, and that would add to a lot of those issues too. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm sending you all of the love there, Rainbow. Hopefully it can get calmed down. But I understand. Dealing with like issues with our kids can be tricky for sure. All right, so we have we're gonna adopt these two tigers. We have Pranav and Kamaya. So let's adopt this one and send her to the zoo. And then let's get Pranav and we will adopt this one and we'll come
Whilst
to the
our
zoo.
trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival.
Oh, we have to
We'll
unpause.
start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
All right, let's get our feeding station. Food tray, large. Okay. This does count for Bengal tiger, so we will put this down. They don't really have like an enclosure, like a place to get inside. There's no like cover, is there? So we'll put this. The height terrain thing is like a little weird for me as I'm kind of like trying to adjust to this. Like I don't want it to be floating in the air, but like also
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
let's see if I can move this. Apparently I can't. You have to constantly remind your son that you need clear, concrete, concise information because I don't understand grunts. I know, right? Use your words. But it's hard because he doesn't understand what he's feeling either. He's also autistic. Yeah, it can be hard. I mean, I think it can be hard just like in like neurotypical teenagers to like get them to like be able to express what they're feeling and experiencing. And But then when you add like the neurodivergent stuff in, it definitely makes it even more complicated. So it's a tough combo. Yeah, I can see that. Hi, Speckle. Good morning. Well, good afternoonish. Welcome in. How are you doing? The Defiance is hard. Your son has ODD too. Yeah, the Defiance can be hard. My son, he's not diagnosed with any type of neurodivergence, but since like most people are, and his dad has ADHD, I suspect that there could very well be some with him. But he's usually like pretty good. Like we all seem to like mesh well together. I was talking with my therapist, and like we have like a very low conflict household, and everybody is like really pretty laid back. Um which is nice because that's what I like, and then it works well for the kids, and we're all pretty chill. Okay, water option. Calm water, rough water. I think we want calm water. Okay, so add water.
Yes, that'll do nicely.
Oh,
Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment.
is that all I had
Why
to
don't
do?
you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Is that enough? Oh, there we go. I was like, I feel like that's not enough water. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we've got like a little pond thing for the tigers. Very nice. You're just getting awake. Fair. Very fair. I decided that I wanted to try Planet Zoo today because I had downloaded it and I hadn't had an opportunity to like play with it, and I kind of was itching to do so. So we're playing some Planet Zoo. You want to swim now? I don't. It's really gross out. I'm also going to get to spend the next 2 days sitting in a pool. You also have a low conflict household, which sometimes hurts your brain because you grew up in a high conflict household. I definitely had, there was a lot of conflict in the household I grew up in as well. But for me, it works. It's like, it's good because the high conflict did not work for me at all. And I really had a tough time with it. And it's created a lot of issues, like, for me personally. So the fact that that's not the way that my household is like, it's really just, it's what I need. And it's also works because it's like, it's what the kids need as well. So
Okay,
it works
it's
for
really
us.
starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Okay, shelter. I think we will probably just plop down the shelter because I don't think I want to build one. You currently have, and for probably 48 years, lived in high conflict. Yeah, I struggle with that environment. It doesn't work for you, but it's strange when you realize that high conflict isn't healthy and that defensive mode wants to come out for the smallest thing and you got to control it. It's awful but nice. Yeah, it's like when I realize that, like, you get so conditioned to react and respond in certain ways, and then when the environment that you're in doesn't fit with that, it can really throw you for a loop. Okay, here is our shelter for our tigers. I kind of want it... Where do I want this? Can we put it like over here? Will this work? I don't know if this will work, but I kind of like the idea of it being like near the water. Ish. Oh, if I just tap Z, it will rotate. Can I put it here? Oh, I can put it there. Okay. I don't know if that's where I really want it though. Can I move this? Let's move this bush so it's not like in their habitat. Maybe we'll move this like right here. Okay, there we go. Does that work? Oh, if that works. Does that count? I put down the habitat. Maybe we need to put... Let's hit play. I don't know if this counts. Yildis is laying down now, so you're going to try and get some sleep before... Okay, Rainbow, I hope you're able to get some rest and start to feel a little bit better. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, I want to watch them bring our tigers in, because that's always fun. Also, I feel like they don't like where I put my shelter. Do I need to move this? Do you not like where I put this, lady? Is this a problem for you? There. Do you like it there? Like, why isn't she coming back and telling me I put that down in there?
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one
Okay,
from
we added a
various suitable
shelter.
bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Okay, I did pop down the blueprint that you built for me. Thank you so much, lady. Very kind of you. We've got their shelter built. But you're not, like, updating. Maybe we just need to, like, let the tigers show up. Okay, new animal is arriving in the zoo. Where is the animal? Oh, look at him! Look at the tigers! Oh, I love this. Oh, look at them.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat.
Okay.
Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Okay.
Rightio. Click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
Okay, it looks like they need
Okay,
more
then,
short
open
grass.
the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Okay, so we need to give them more soil. All right. This kind of reminds me of like the terrain tools in The Sims. What if we give them... Oh, let's let them keep the grass in there. They need more soil. So let's go kind of around these trees, maybe? Get that up. Except that I'm... Okay, we've got enough soil now. Now we need more short grass. Where do I put this? Okay, we've got enough... Oh, wait, now we don't have enough soil. Oh, my. This is going to be tricky. Okay. Now we need more soil. More soil. you... Okay, we've got enough soil. Now we need long grass. But I need to figure out where I'm supposed to... Where do I add the long grass and not have it take away from the other stuff? Okay, long grass. Put some long grass over here by their habit. Now we don't have enough short grass. Oh my gosh! Oh dear. I don't know where to put this stuff to make it all work. This is kind of hard, actually. Getting this balance and having it be like right. Oh wait, or is it, I have, oh, it needs less. Okay. Huh. It would help if I actually paid attention to that, wouldn't it? Okay. So we need less long grass, more soil. Okay. Got it. I'm getting it now. I didn't look at that correctly. Okay, so now we have soil in the right way. Now we need short grass. More short grass, less long grass. Okay, but we still have too much long grass. So let's get that down by adding more short grass. That was like confusing me. I'm like, how am I supposed to make this work when like they're all like balancing each other and like setting each other off? Like this isn't working. So they don't like this much long grass that we just added like a whole bunch of long grass to, because I was like not understanding. I did not understand the assignment. I'm getting it now though. Oh, now we don't have enough soil. Okay, well let's get the long grass like sorted, and then we can see about fixing the soil and getting that back. This is definitely like very similar to like terrain tool Sims. It's a good thing I've like gotten more used to like terrain paint in The Sims, which is gonna make this a little bit easier. Okay, I think we're almost good on the long grass. Okay, we're good on the long grass. We just need a little bit more soil. So let's get that put back along here.
Right then.
There we go.
All
Perfect.
animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
Okay.
Now,
So
as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You
Okay.
can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
all right, so let's get rid of the white birch trees then. since they did not like those. Yes. Is that all of them? Okay, what else do we have to get rid of? There's one more. Oh, select all of them. Delete. Oh, that's useful. Okay, that's a useful there. Okay, big bluestrom grass. Okay, select all of that. Let's get rid of that. I think we're just gonna like get rid of these things that they're not enjoying and then add back the stuff that they will like. Seems good. I'm glad that you got your coffee speckle and are back. I am muddling through figuring this game out.
They say the good
Oh, we have now completed all the silver objectives, I guess.
One of the neighbors is a Bengal
Scenario
tiger.
unlocked, the ape apprenticeship. We unlocked a new scenario. Ooh, an Eye of Tega.
Even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
And some new items. A silver lion statue, a Baronian orangutan, and a Timberwolf stone.
Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Okay, I feel like we're not done with the tigers though. Like, I don't feel like I've got them where like their habitat, like they like it. So I want to fix this. Coffee! You're only allowed 1 cup until Monday. I am not a coffee drinker. Okay, we're gonna, even though like the scenario tells us that we can go somewhere else, I kind of, oh, it's not gonna let me do any. I wanted to get their habitat the way that they would like it, and it's not letting me get rid of stuff anymore. This is rude. This is like the frustrating thing with tutorials, right? Is you're kind of limited in what you can do. So I guess we have to move on, which is okay, I suppose, because I can only stream for about another 30 minutes. So I guess moving on is okay. But look at the tigers. Look at them. I love them. All right. So now we have to do something with peafowls.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
Okay, we'll click on the peafowl. The peafowl's name is Phil. Hey, Payne, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate that. Okay, this is Phil, the peafowl. I kind of love this. Some of you will understand why more than others. So, okay. So we need to adopt and place 3 new Indian peafowls. Expand social welfare. Okay.
Got plenty of space, and
They need more. They need more friends.
Their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Okay, there are too few adults and juveniles in the animal social group.
The peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
Okay, so we need 3 new females. Incidentally, that is what we have. We have Kashvi, Sahana, and Arya. All right, let's get them brought in. I think it's interesting that they're in an enclosure because the zoo that's here near me, peafowls just like roam the zoo. They're not in like a habitat. They're just like everywhere.
Be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Okay, we have a grumpy snow leopard, so let's go fix this. Maybe she doesn't have enough snow.
Animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying
there's
eyes
the snow
of the
leopard.
guests.
Oh, hi. Oh. I cannot pronounce that snow leopard's name. Oh my. I don't even know if I want to try. Okay, so we need to fix the snow leopard, whose name we can't pronounce. Why would you name your snow leopard that? That's a lot. Okay, so we're gonna swap this with the one-way glass. I feel like I'm doing better with like the camera control. Okay, that is swapped. So I just this. That did not work. Oh, no, I don't add. To do that. Do this. Swap. That swap it? I don't think that swapped it. It looks exactly the same to me. You woke up with the biggest headache, so you're a bit on. That is not a problem. I totally understand. No worries. I appreciate you just being here and like hanging out. Like that is all that is needed. Okay, why can't I make the swap? Barriers. This. Sit there. Maybe I need to replay the dialogue.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when
How
they
do
want
I
to
make
get
it
away
actually?
from the prying eyes of the guests.
Parent from okay. I feel like I'm not, yeah. Just popping into a few streams to say hi and like, but enjoying the zoo building. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it too. I just wish that like sometimes, like some of the controls are taking a little bit to adjust. I'm gonna like look this up. You can only highlight one part of the barrier. Oh, do I have to delete it? Maybe? Okay. What if I... Why can't I switch this? Switch. This is making me slightly crazy. Outside permanent placement area. Did I switch it? Is that... was I successful with this? It doesn't seem that I was. Swap. The glass... Oh, wait. Because I'm trying to change the wrong thing. It's this over here, not... Okay.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Okay, we're gonna open up a heat. Thanks, you just slept wonky because your neck and shoulder are extra achy today, waiting for Tylenol to kick in. I feel that. Today wasn't terrible for me. Like, I slept a little bit better. But I had an EMG yesterday, and so like my muscles from that are kind of like crampy and achy. But I slept a little bit better last night.
Sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
All right, so we need to add 3 coolers. Make their habitat cooler. Okay, I think we'll put one over here by their shelter. And then let's put one maybe like over here, kind of in the snowy area. And then we'll put one more maybe like by the tree.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
All right, snow and rock for our snow leopards. I mean, that makes sense. Where did our snow leopard go? Where'd she go? I would like to click on her so I can like see what she likes. I just can't find her at the moment. I also feel like this snow leopard could get out of this this place. Okay, environment or terrain. She needs less long grass, more snow. That's easy enough, I would think. All right, snow. So let's start snowing this place up. Hi! Is that Sprite? Squite? Yes, I have, Rysand is my cat. He likes to hang out here and stream with us. But yes, that is Rysand. Welcome in! We're playing some Planet Zoo. This is the first time I've ever played it, so I'm going through this scenario. I feel like these things are like not right either. Okay, last long grass. We're gonna snow this place all up. And we need more snow, too. There's not enough snow. We do love Rysand. He is cute. He is a cutie. Here, I can show you, yeah. Oh yeah, we completed the channel point redemption. Yeah. So I'm gonna get that scheduled and let you guys know. I'll post it in the Discord. So, you know, like what's going with that. But yeah, that is Rysand. Yeah, he's only a sweet baby when he chooses to be. But that is Rysand. That is our cat. We love him. So yeah, we're playing some Planet Zoo. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever played this. So I'm kind of walking through the tutorial here. We're almost done with the tutorial, I think. So yeah, he's sweet when he's asleep. Exactly. He's like, he can be really sweet from time to time, but then he can also be a demon. So there's that. I feel like I need this to be bigger. This is like... Oh, I'm snowing outside. Oops. Maybe I got a little carried away with the size.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how
Okay.
to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic.
Oh
Now,
no.
to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
They attracted protesters. Okay, Zoom. We have protesters protesting our little baby lion. You're still debating on the sponsored cooking stream. You could do a channel point thing for it. I don't think I would want to do a cooking stream personally. But that being said, you know, I enjoy, like, it can be fun watching people do them.
The animal's overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button.
Okay.
Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Right, so the last thing that we need to do to complete our scenario here is increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 90. It's at 88%. So this tortoise, it looks like their social has some issues, and that might be the only thing. So let's go over and see what's up with this tortoise. We have a lot of animals. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this tortoise's welfare is not good. Its social is low, it's stressed, and it doesn't have enough enrichment. So this animal has severe social welfare issues. What's wrong? What's wrong? And then your enrichment is bad. Okay, there isn't any enrichment in this habitat, so let's get some of that for the turtles. Okay, filters by species. What are you guys? You're some sort of tortoise. Maybe I need to look. Okay, you're an Aldabra giant tortoise. When you were doing all the baking around Christmas and for A's graduation. Yeah, no, I think that it could be fun to stream it. For me, I don't think I would enjoy that as well. To do it myself. But yeah, like if that is like, I definitely think that it would be fun to watch you do it. I would be down with that. And would always, oh, of course, I'm going to show up no matter what. Okay.
Not
Oh,
at all.
we did it.
I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours.
We did it.
Lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Okay, well, let's pop back to the main menu. Oh, I guess we'll save the zoo? Tutorial. First time tutorial. Okay, we did it! We completed it! You're figuring out the logistics of where to play. Yeah, exactly. Because you would, yeah. It would definitely take some, like, planning and effort to, reconfigure everything. Okay, I'm gonna come back over here, because I'm gonna have to wrap up stream. But we did it! We completed the whole tutorial. Or the whole first tutorial. It looks like there is... Actually, let me pop back over here a second. It does look like there is another tutorial that we can do, so maybe we can try and stream again, and we can, like, check out this tutorial, which has, like, looks like it would look at some apes, which is fun and exciting. So, I don't know, what did you all think about Planet Zoo? Is this something that you think would be fun to see on stream again? Or are you kind of like, take it or leave it, I don't really care? What are your thoughts on the Planet Zoo thing? I'm gonna quit. Because like I said, I am gonna have to wrap up. It is a short stream today. I apologize for that, but we have some swim dive stuff to go do today. It's cute. It is cute. I love like the animals, and like I really enjoy that quite a bit. And I had fun checking it out with you all too. Like this was a fun game. I wish I had time to do more, but maybe we'll have to do it again next week and do like the next one and just kind of keep playing around with it a little bit. But I enjoyed it. I think it's very cozy, and animals are always fun to have in game and play with. But if it was all kind of meh for you, then like for you all, then like it's something that I could just like play off stream kind of thing. I want what I'm playing on stream also to be engaging for everybody watching too, like not just like me. Like obviously I'm going to play stuff that I enjoy, but if it's not stuff that people like, then playing it is kind of silly. You liked it. Oh, and Squite, thank you for that follow. I totally missed that you followed. I apologize for that. I didn't see my alert. But thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Okay, so first of all, let me say thank you to everybody who's been really patient and kind of like bearing with me as I've been trying to kind of like figure out what my schedule is going to be for the next couple of months. It's been a little bit hard to kind of figure things out with the kids' new schedules and things like that. So I really appreciate your patience. I know the last couple of weeks, and so first of all, I'm a little bit frustrated because I wanted to be streaming more than I have been streaming. It's just scheduling and life has been not really let me do that very well. So I've also been frustrated. So I'm feeling this. I think next week, I think I've kind of figured out how I want things to look going forward. That being said, I've been approached by the University of Michigan to potentially be part of a sleep study for people who have irritable bowel disease. And there's like a cash compensation with that. And I could really use the extra cash. So I'm considering taking part in that. And I don't know how taking part in that might affect streaming, but that's like a short-term thing. So the schedule for me for the next couple of months might be kind of all over the place. And I apologize. It frustrates me a lot to not have like a set schedule, and I don't like it. But next week, I think I'm going to try to stream after the boy gets out of school on Monday. So at 3 p.m. And then it will still be a shorter stream because he has swim at 5:30 and I'll have to take him to swim. But I think that's how I think I'll do Monday, and then we'll go back to Thursday and Friday. So, like our normal time. So I'm thinking that's going to be the schedule for next week, but check in the Discord because I will always post the schedules there to let you all know what I'm doing, and we'll see how that works for you, for me, and just see how it all kind of comes together. Well, I appreciate that, Speckle. It's not that I feel pressured. It's more of like, I want to do this. And it's frustrating because I want to, but trying to find the time to do it frustrates me because like it's something that I want to do and I'm trying to figure out to fit it in so that I'm not completely exhausted with all of it and can actually like function. So it's just more of like a frustration point from me because it is something that I want to do. Just trying to find what works, and I'm having a hard time finding what works. And that is frustrating me. So, yeah. But that's what I'm gonna try for next week, I think. Like I said, I'm not gonna go raid anybody because I'm gonna have to like get off and go. So, we're not gonna raid anybody today. I feel bad because I haven't been raiding anybody, but like this is where we're at today. But thank you everybody for being here. Like I said, I know it's a shorter stream today, and there weren't a lot of streams this week. Hopefully next week we'll be back to 3. Monday, I don't know what we will play yet. I might let you all decide what we're gonna play on Monday. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it all comes together. But thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it, whether you've been here working or lurking, you've been chatting, doesn't matter. I appreciate each and every one of you being here and hanging out with me. It means so much to me, so thank you so much. I love you all. I hope you all have a really good weekend. My weekend is gonna be at a pool. So I'm gonna smell like chlorine. But yeah, it'll be good though. It'll be a good experience. All right, have a great weekend. I will see you all hopefully on Monday. Lots of love. Oh yeah, lots of knitting. I know the chlorine smell is delightful. Also watch the Discord because I'm gonna schedule and put up some thoughts for the crafting stream, but it might not be until next week. I don't know if I probably won't do much in Discord this weekend just because I'll have my phone and I don't really like the mobile app a whole lot. But yeah, have a great weekend. I love you all so much, and I will plan to see you all on Monday. So bye. I will let you stare at Ristan's sleeping back while we wrap up the stream here. Love you all. See you next week.